Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So I did my research on the research reactor, and it's complicated. It's very complicated. Well, it is and it isn't. It's actually, in theory, very simple. It doesn't actually require that many moving parts. But there are a few things you have to do around the research reactor. One of which, we should have a look actually, is these beta hives. See, this guy has 4.5 tons of enriched uranium. So what I've learned, I find the best way to learn or reinforce learning is to explain to someone else. And I'm going to explain to you. And some of you will probably already know this, but some of you might not. So there's 3 ways of getting enriched uranium, I have learned. One, I don't know where it is in this menu, so I'm just going to search it. Is the uranium centrifuge. Actually, I probably haven't oh, there it is, yeah. The uranium centrifuge up there. That takes, you mine a tile of uranium, like this, which is about 100 kilograms. These are less because the betas are actively mining them. But you take about 100 kilograms of uranium ore. If a duplicate mines it, you lose half of it, just from the mining process. So you end up with about 50 kilograms of uranium ore. Then you put it in a uranium centrifuge, and you get about 10 kilograms back from that 50. No, sorry, you get about 5 kilograms back, I believe. You get about 10% of what you put in. So, of this 100 kilogram tile, we get 5% of half of that. Which, when you put it that way, you get basically 2.5% of what you get out of this as your enriched uranium if you do it yourself. But it's fast. It's fairly fast to do that. If you mine it and give it to the beaters, like you drop it here, they would eventually pick this up. And they'll put it in the hive. And that will produce like a 90% efficiency, I believe, on the 50% you put in there. So you put in 50, you'll get about 45 back. That's very efficient, but it's slow because the hives are slow. It's what they do. If you don't mine it and you let the beaters mine it themselves, where they chip pieces of the ore out and bring it back, you get about 95% efficiency from the full 100 kilograms of ore that the thing started off as, because they chip pieces away and bring it back. 95% efficiency, mine it, and then 4.5 tons in that one. This one has only really started going recently because we uncovered it. 4.5 tons in this one. Almost 1.5 tons in this one. You know what I mean? What are you? Tranquil toes? Don't ever say that again. Giving the surroundings a visual equivalent of a foot rub. What? I hate that. Don't talk to me about that. So, beaters and their hives, 4.5 kilograms there, very important for uranium enrichment. Now, you can send a homie down here to pick this up. Let's just close that off. You can send a person down here to pick up the uranium and deliver it, pick up the uranium from them, but they need a suit on, kind of like a beekeeper. So, step 1 is you need uranium. Step 2 is you need to build a reactor setup. Now, apparently, what people do, or what the game kind of convinces you to do, where's the research reactor? Refinement? Have I unlocked the research reactor? I actually don't know. I have. Where'd you come under? Stations? Oh, radiation. I'm done. Apparently, the game is like, hey, build one of these, right? And then build, a bunch of these above it. and then the steam that comes off powers the things. But you need a bunch of equipment down here to manage the reactor, and then you lose access to a lot of the sides of the reactor for radiation, which is kind of the reason we're doing... That's kind of the reason we're doing something like this, right? So instead, apparently... Well, in the video I watched, a Francis John video, who I have watched before, and he does very good tutorials. It was essentially... I'm just basically outlining this, okay? It was basically... this kind of shape, right? Okay, it's not perfect, but bear with me, right? This kind of shape, you know, steam turbines along here, steam turbines along here, right? And what would happen is the all the material from the reactor itself, can I fit one in there? Yeah. Would, you know, the reactor would create material, and the material drops down here into like a little liquid reservoir, heats up, and then becomes steam, right? It spits out 300-degree water, poof, becomes steam. The steam then occupies these channels, and then powers all of the steam turbines above them. It also produces nuclear waste, and the nuclear waste gets dropped down here as well, and then sucked up by a pump. And there's a method to get rid of the nuclear waste, but before you do that, you turn it into an aquatuna system that pumps the nuclear waste around the turbines as a coolant, because nuclear waste can get very hot. And it starts very hot, and it's going to remain fairly hot. So you put it in here, you use it as a coolant system, the water becomes steam, powers the turbines, the water then drops back down here to remain as steam. No, the water is then taken back into the reactor because it's 300-degree steam. The steam turbine removes a bunch of steam from the reactor itself, or from the steam itself. The steam turbines remove a bunch of heat from the steam, and then the excess, now cooled, condensed steam into water goes back into the reactor to act as coolant. Becomes 300 degrees, drops down, and then you have a little system, you know, to the right of it that feeds it uranium, and that way it keeps the whole thing powered, it keeps it stable, but you have to keep feeding it uranium. Then you have all of this area to work with where you can put radiation absorbing things. That you can then shoot radiation into either a research station, or more likely into an interplanetary launch system for us, and into uranium or radiation powered rocket engines. Yeah, this is the basic shape. It's obviously, the lines are like actually straight, but this is kind of what he did, and it makes sense. And I believe I understand it. And there's a thermo aquatuna down here that's going to take all of the heat from the heated up nuclear waste and pump it back into the steam so it can get deleted. And then once that's all full, all of the extra nuclear waste is sent up to a nuclear waste disposal area, which is its own thing. And I won't bother explaining that just yet because I don't fully understand that. I will after I watch another video. But I just wanted to watch this to understand what I'm going to be getting myself into. The other thing is, I couldn't build it like here because this is a vacuum. And the steam would just be dissipated into the nothingness. I'd need to build a rear wall out of drywall across all of this space to basically make it an occupiable space. So instead, we'll probably set it up over here just in case everything goes terribly wrong. And then, because we've got our rocket platforms over here, we'll build a rocket platform this side for the nuclear powered rocket when we do that, so that we can just absorb the radiation, shoot it down into there, shoot some of it into the interplanetary launcher, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is kind of how a reactor will look in time when we actually get one done. Also, the reactor won't physically sit like this. It'll be over a bit because it drops from about here, the hot water, and we want that to go all the way down into a little pool at the bottom. You can also use supercoolant for the cooling loop, I'm probably going to do the nuclear waste trick because I don't have access to supercoolant, and supercoolant requires us to discover some space stuff, which right now, I mean, we're not there yet. We're close. We're not there yet. So yeah, nuclear reactor or research reactor produces a lot of heat, a lot of radiation, a lot of power. With all of the turbines that you put in place, you can produce like 8 kilowatts of power. That's a lot of power. That will supply our base at current for a while. But that's a few steps away, and it may be before or after we attempt the colonization of another planet. We'll see. Who's trapped? Oh, Mima. I assume, yeah, suffocating Mima? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and get out of there. Okay, cool. I didn't realize they would actually attempt to build this, so I'm just going to delete that. I'm going to leave them there because I would still like the knowledge on if using this steam vent is a good idea. If it's even possible with our current technology level. I'm not sure. But yeah, research reactor. So now I know, in theory, how to build one. We're not going to be building it yet because there's also the possibility that the research reactor blows up and causes some real damage, and I'd rather do that after we've achieved our goal of getting to another planet. Now, while we're here, I would like them to build this oxalate refinery just so I can see how much oxalate is produced and if it's worth using as a thing. As an oxidizer for our rocket. And then we need to see if we can send this rocket up. Rowan's still just doing his part. A little carbon dioxide-y. That's okay. If he needs to, he can always go up here and breathe in some oxygen. So we're good for a little while. We will keep an eye on Rowan, though, and we will probably bring him back at some point. Right, so we got this going. We need to decide what we're going to be putting in here. Oh, we're going to need the rocket control system up at the top, for sure. We're going to need a dining table, a fridge for food, a decor item to make this officially a great hall, then, you know, the mood bonus for whoever we send up here, mostly just because they're just going to be living here while we explore space. Any other amenities? I don't know. We could give them a comfy bed rather than just a cot. I don't know if the comfy bed provides any unique benefits outside of a better bedroom. Better stamina recovery? Oh yeah, way better stamina recovery. Beds, single comfy bed. You know what? Wait, how big is it? Where is it? Furniture. It's 4 tiles wide? Oh wow. For some reason I had it in my head that it was 3 tiles wide. Does that mean all of our bedrooms are 6 wide? Yeah, they are. Huh. I mean, yeah, I did that on purpose, of course. Okay. So, do you just don't be a priority 9. Do you just run all the time? I might, wait, do you output a signal or input a signal? You input signal, okay. Might just throw a switch on here for now. To be like, listen, turn off when I want you off, turn on when I want you on. I still don't know that we need, well, we will need another person to go up in the second rocket. Because Rowan will probably still be producing science. No, we can wait on that because we're not there yet. We're not there yet. And it doesn't really matter about rocket speed. Just as long as the rocket gets there, that's all I care about. Yeah, I still don't believe I have the new update for automation on the critter drop-off stuff. I don't believe. What does a critter drop-off come? Is it food? Oh, it is. Oh, food. Yeah, I don't think I have any of that new stuff yet. That's all good. Apparently, yeah, apparently there's supposed to be like automation built into the critter drop-off, and I could maybe link it up to the sensor. That'd be cool. Be like, oh, there's not enough people, or not enough, you know, hatches or Drekos. Go grab one. The Drekos it wouldn't work for because there's no eggs maintained. We just maintain live Drekos. So this thing's still alerting us. It's preferable. So we can be like, oh, we need to grab the thing, come here, do that. Also, I don't remember if I did. I did link you up. So you just bob. You send polluted dirt down, and then you produce sand. Excellent. Because we have no need to use polluted dirt this way. Oh, they finished some research. That's fantastic. How many data banks? We now have 0 units of data banks, but that's fine. Wait, you actually finished the research? Oh, I suppose we probably had like 30 left, right? Yeah, because our plan was to start from the top and basically say do all of the other research except the databank research. What was the last thing we did? I don't know. Yeah, we did that just to get the joint plate. I remember that. Oh, the diamond press. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, you know what? Just, do that. Do the drill cone. Drill into interstellar debris and collect gas, liquid, and solid resources from space. Oh, yeah, because in some of these space things, like this, there's stuff, right? Artifact, sandstone, sand, algae, copper. And then we can drill through that, get stuff, bring it back home. And that might be our current research rocket, the Gemini. We'll probably modify the Gemini once we've done with research to become like perhaps a resource mining or an extraction rocket. So this rocket, I don't know how long it's going to stay as a a cartography rocket to explore space. Depends how fast we can explore the hexes, I suppose, and how many we can do on one round trip. But yeah, we can turn the other one into a resource extraction rocket because you can put. Actually, let's have a look here. Because you can get all these gas like canisters and artifact modules and cargo bays and things like that. Large liquid cargo. Does it tell you how much it stores? No. Okay. Well, I'm sure we can figure it out. But yeah, we can like grab a bunch of material from space and bring it back. And I think that's how you get some of the more specialized materials that you eventually use in a molecular forge to make some crazy stuff. So that turns you off, that turns you on. Okay. And they can put a bit of gold in there and produce You put 10 kilograms of gold in, and then it uses 3 grams a second and 600 grams of oxygen and 1.2 kilowatts of power. Oh yeah, it does burn power. Keep you... No, you know what? Let's put it as a priority 9. That way they will fill it up. Let's put it as a priority 8, so that it's not. Catalina, you're eating berry sludge. And you shouldn't be. Where's berry sludge? Here it is. Yeah, Catalina. No berry sludge. Rowan, berry sludge. Yeah, okay. Okay. Even though berry sludge is good, it's like a crazy morale boost. I just don't want them eating that much of it. It doesn't ever expire, right? Yeah. There's some food poisoning germs on these. Well, don't do that. Who's not washing their hands, huh? Huh? Okay. And you're researching up a storm. We appreciate that. I'm not actually... I know I set this system up to be able to turn off Wheezeworts. I don't actually think we need to. Because we produce so much phosphorite from the Drecos that we can run like... I think it was suggested like 20 Wheezeworts or something and not have a problem. So I'm okay running these. Especially as they cool the area down. It's nice. It at least stops some heat generation. You know? Oh. Let's check down here. Have they... Okay, they've built all of this in place. Now, this is a scary prospect to have to deal with these germs. But we're going to do it the proper way. We're going to remove these tiles. Mine this out. We're going to place... What have we just unlocked? Oh yeah, diamond press. What's a bleachstone hopper do? Oh, produces bleachstone. Oh, alright, because bleachstone you can use for like sanitization. Yeah, okay, makes sense. No, we're gonna... Food, yeah. Farm tile. I don't think there's any difference between the two. We'll place a farm tile about here. And then we'll plant a Wheezewort in here. And then we're just going to let the Wheezewort cool this area down. Probably need to insulate the top. Otherwise, we're just going to be constantly attempting to cool all of this. Well, that might not be the case, actually. Because over here, it has cooled this down to 6 degrees. 8.3 degrees. Well, yeah, it's cooling down, but it's not hitting a... It's not hitting a vacuum, is it? Or not a vacuum, it's not hitting below 0. How cool can a Wheezewort cool things? How much cool could a Wheezewort cool if a Wheezewort could cool? I almost lost it there just trying to say it. Hatch Ranch 1, okay. I mean, it's already minus in here. Yeah, okay. Hatch Ranch 1. In theory, that should handle itself, right? I think because there's less than enough creatures, we want 8 creatures. There's 7. Abe will come along, or someone will come along, yeah. Manually collect them, put them in here. Then someone else will probably go and get a new egg from somewhere. Bring them back. Having these drop-off points is very useful. I'm not sure if I need this one. Now that I have this one. This one's useful because it's next to our bulk storage tile. But I'm not sure how necessary having 2 on the same platform is. Hatch Ranch 2. And they will handle that. I love that. Yeah, it's almost... I mean, it's pretty well automated, actually. If we didn't have this going, we'd need to handle something ourselves, especially if we had... Like, if these aren't... if the eggs aren't finished by the time this hatch ranch or this hatch ranch is empty again, we'd have to come in here and say, hey, this hatch, manually wrangle him. And then we'd have to, you know, keep an eye on all that stuff. Okay, water's still being processed. And how's this going? When are you back on? 15 cycles. Okay, the fish are okay for now. I just don't want to accidentally tear all of it away. And we've finished this. Oh, there's a plant there? Dig that out. That's a pain. I can't build a tile there. But there's also... Dig that out. Right, a couple of things we need to do. Plug you in. The plumbing. You are set up to go. What is this? I don't think this needs to be here anymore, does it? Okay. Do me a favor. Get rid of all of this, because we definitely do not need it. Also, get rid of all of that. Okay, good. Then we can do that. We can also get rid of this. Yeah. So it goes up, over. We can add a thing that's like, it goes up here if we ever need to add more. But for now we don't. You're going to be plugged in. You're going to be deconstructed. Remember, this is just so we can extend our storage area to store more things. Is it necessary? Probably not, but still. I would like to have everything physically stored in a place I know where it is. And the duplicants can come here and also grab things if they need to. You know what I mean? It probably would have been worth building the storage. I mean, I didn't know at the time. And I don't know if you could... No, you probably can. Building the storage in such a way that it's like we could have sweepers pull things from them if we needed to. Or even we could have sweepers deploy things if we needed to. That's for a future endeavor. For now, I'm happy to just have big storage. Are you delivering polluted dirt? I thought we were delivering our polluted dirt down here. We are. So, okay. You should not be holding polluted dirt. Yeah, don't hold polluted mud. Hold polluted mud because I don't know if there's something you can do with that. Don't hold polluted dirt. Which one? You know what? You, copy settings. It's gonna, yeah, drop a bunch of polluted dirt everywhere. But you also hold polluted dirt and you can and will be manually filled. Okay, so we can... We can leave this polluted dirt here for now, and when they sweep it, they will sweep it. Well, I can tell them to sweep it, and then when they sweep it, they'll sweep it to where we want them to sweep it. Steel? Sedimentary rock. Yeah, we have got a lot of sweep jobs going on right now. But to be fair, it's so that they can, just have a clear, happy place to be in. I mean, a lot of this sucks. The bedrooms are fine. The bathrooms are fine. The middle of this, I mean, it's minus 200. I'm at, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could do. Is on this tile where we currently have the deodorizer, why don't we put some kind of decoration? Was that furniture, right? So large sculpting block. Metal is plus 20. Marble plus 20. But marble's thick, right? Yeah. So if we did a lead, don't ask questions about the veracity of having a huge carved lead sculpture. Put like a lead sculpture in a few of these places. Like you. Let's just do some smart science, okay? We have a deodorizer here. What's the? It's looking pretty good. I know that I was told that I should never really deconstruct my deodorizers, which is fine. That makes sense. I can't put a tile here because the heavy watt wire runs through here. Oh, mother, I hate that. But I can't run it through the middle because the heavy watt wire can't run through those, can it? Wire, yeah, can't run it through those. And I have those every so often as a tile people can stand on. Do I need them? I might not need these here in the middle. If I put this plastic tile all the way out, in theory, people can just step across this, right? Surely. That might be something to look into, to move the wire over one. Anyway, for now, I'm going to make the executive decision to move the deodorizers over one, just so that they are still there in case they need to be used. It would probably be better if the deodorizer sat in the dead center. Deconstruct you at a 9, and then you might as well deconstruct the pipe behind it. Okay. Furniture. Metal sculpting block. One there, one there. One there. One there. Let's just see what a few metal sculpting blocks in the middle of the spine can do for us. Because it's not necessary, but to have a slightly nicer area in here, like this sculpture, plus 30, that's kind of nice. If we wait, do we have a masterwork artist? I know the listen. I know the other one unfortunately passed away. It was nobody's fault. It just happens. Okay, so I see masterwork decorating. We do. Oh, Mima's the masterwork decorator. Oh, and we brought Otto in also to be a decorator. Why not also? And he loves carrying. Oh yeah, Otto. Welcome aboard, Otto. I hadn't considered that not only did you love to decorate, but you love to just move things. That is a respectable interest. I don't want any of this. I don't want any of that at all. Okay. So this is our kitchen. Bit of a mess. Such is life. Let me... Buildings. Let me deconstruct some of these buildings. I think what I'm going to do, in order to make this look less genuinely awful, is I'm going to move the hydrogen generator. Why are you not pumping? Oh, it's because the oxygen pipe is full? Why are you not running? What's going on there? I don't understand why you've stopped working. Do that. Snip that. Okay, weird. The important part is, though, that it appears to be running again, which means you're going to be running again, which means you're going to be producing hydrogen power again. Finally. We can put you here, which is good. Means we can just do this. Like so. And then we can get rid of all the extraneous piping over here. Is my hope. And then we can maybe make... I want to put these ration boxes in a storage area under here, near where the kitchen is, so it's less of a trek to get there. Are you considered a kitchen? No. Which is good, so I can run a ladder down here and then put, you know, ration boxes down here or something like that. Because this looks awful. I hate looking at this. That's just the truth. By the way, just while it's in my mind. Okay, he's having to pause every now and then in order to breathe. Understandable. He's produced some data banks, though. Respectable. What we'll probably do is, with this setup, you're storing plastic, storing algae, storing food. If I can, I'm gonna swap these two. I think I'm basically gonna try and mimic this setup on the other one. Who made this? Hold on. Who is allowed to make art? Decorating. Otto, you should decorate. Devon, don't decorate. Mimar, decorate. You know what, Mimar, you can, but Otto should be the priority. Okay, so don't ever make a whatever that was again. I think we maybe let Devon work on that by accident. Masterpiece. Excellent. Decor. It doesn't do much. It does not do much. So what sucks? The debris? Yep. Insulated gas pipe? Uh-huh. Heavy what joint plate? Well, I suppose. Heavy what conductive wire? Yeah. You know what? We tried. We really did. And a few of these here and there, maybe it lightens the burden of everything looking awful. But not by much. Not by much at all. I was thinking I could put a window here. I'm not sure how comfortable I feel about having a window that leads to the bathroom. I think the duplicants might find that a little disconcerting. We could... I mean, it would be unnecessary, but we could throw an aero pot hanging underneath these various tiles. Right? That would be easily describable as unnecessary, but it could be done. This is unnecessary. Get deconstructed. We don't need them launching from one pad just to here. Okay? That seems like an extraneous waste of power. So much so that I think the petroleum generator's just turned on. Yeah. Yeah, that's unnecessary. You don't need to be doing that. Okay. This is where we're going to end it. I should do this in the next one. I don't want to start this and have to stop and not remember, and then Lord knows something happens and the germs get everywhere. Okay, for now, this is so good. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. I really appreciate it. I love your faces for it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Make sure you check the links in the description, ring the notification button, and I will see all of you in the next one. See ya!